So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Patriots will take over here at their own 12-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll go for it. Lance letting one fly deep for Cooper.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cards are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops. and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Bilal Nichols there on the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Jacobs. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
On first down, Lance.
He's got Anderson right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Jacobs is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Lance to throw it. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Off of play action, here's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this one is right down the middle.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Brown, 76 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Pats at the line ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Watkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Meanwhile, Lance's throw is caught here by Anderson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Pats will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And once again, the Pats decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked